We're back on the Vicky show.
Oh, that was so cute for the Milan. I love them. Now, I want to just jump back a little bit, Eric, because as you know, back in the day, he used to hang with Maya. Well, that's still his people. Maya was like the queen bee of Quran at that time, no shade. And Eric,
Queen bee of what?
Quran
Oh, okay.
at that time. And it was like all y'all was Quran, Buka, and everybody thought Eric was a Quran, but from behind the scenes of what I just got, Eric was never a Quran. What happened with that? Were you a one? Like, what happened?
No,
He really wasn't.
When I came out, when I came out on the scene, there was a house called the House of Angel, which Stanley, who's in Milan now, was the father of that house. And a lot of my friends that I went to the club with was Angels. And when I started walking balls, I was going to join the House of Angel. The House of Angel broke up. A lot of the members went to Quran. And a lot of those members that went to Quran was my friends. So when I would win balls and I would hang with these people, that's what people associated me and my wins with. But I never been to a Quran meeting. I never was into the House of Quran. Milan is actually my first house.
Why you wanting to join the house?
You gotta. I think a lot of people make mistakes.
They had Monica, Corey, they had all those people.
They did. But sometimes you gotta make your own decision. Go where you feel comfortable going. Whatever. I feel like Milan is custom made for me. So I've been here for so many years, and you see I'm doing my thing.
It was other buzz going around too, Eric. Shout out to my Uncle Buka because I love him that dearly. But it was also buzz that he would have never got in the house if he wasn't there. I heard you got all the men. That's what I heard. Is that true? Did you get them in, or did you add extra buzz to get them in? Or?
That's not true.
He's to Eric and Tashawn actually.
I don't
from
think
what I got.
If you see these two individuals,
You bought Tashawn, okay.
And if you see these people, and actually Foxy brought me to the house.
She did tell me. Okay.
Yeah. And if you see these people on the floor, you see where their talent lies. So it's really like no buzz needed. It would be buzz if you to get a person in that does nothing. Now they're here, they're in Milan, they're doing nothing. These people have talent, they have potential. So there's no need to pull them through.
There's no need to pull them through. Okay, so that's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
No.
Let's take it back with your. I want to know more about Borkum history. For what? Speaking of, I'm gonna go back to you, Eric. Now, that being that your father now, what's the difference between what Hickabee did as father, with you being father? Like, what's gonna be the difference?
Hickabee is actually my gay mom. Shout out Hickabees, love you. And Hickabee actually taught me a lot. Hickabee and Tony as well. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see some of those similarities, but the difference is that Hickabee is Hickabee and I'm Eric, and we kind of move differently. We both Geminis, so you might see some similarities. The house might see some similarities, but we from two different generations. So you might see some more new school action. I'm actually going to try to take us to a whole new level. And I'm going to still be consulting with Hickabee and Tony and so on and so forth. You got to kind of like time
Eric
history.
is more hands-on. Eric is more hit you up during the day and see how you doing. You know, ask about your real life. Like he's more, you know.
And that's the whole focus. I think that with me being father now, there's certain things that I want to do with the house and certain things I want to do with the scene. Period. That I've been doing already. I don't know if you heard about my GED thing. I had like 7 people.
I don't hear about it. Keep promote. What's going on with that?
So what I did this was last year. I took 7 people who needed a second chance. I felt they needed a second chance from all different ages, from 17 to 26, who needed a second chance, and taught a GED class from my house, from my room, 3 days a week. And every single person passed their GED.
That's nice.
So shout out to all y'all that passed that GED.
Shout out to everybody.
Y'all better take me out to eat. I'm hungry.
Take you out.
I need to eat.
Now, Foxy, also, I wanted, because you know a lot, I was talking to Rodney.
Move back, you can't even see me, honey.
Oh, I was sorry. I was talking
about me right now.
I was talking to Rodney. That's in the
Rodney
social life scene.
the other Rodney.
The other Rodney we talking about. Shout out to him. He had an over conversation. She's so sweet. And he was telling me that he don't like grown people, and he was saying how he would never date nobody in the room, and he was saying just all these these negative things. Like, but that's his opinion. How do you feel about people when they say about they don't like the grown people, or they don't? It's just an illusion for the day, or how do you feel about that?
This is gonna offend a lot of people, but I feel like most people who say that are people who have tried to be in a ballroom and couldn't make it, or are scared to try and do it, because I'm gonna leave it like that. But I actually know who you're talking about. Hi, Rodney. But that's what I think about that.
And Eric, how do you feel about that
Me
situation?
personally,
Because you know, no shit, Eric. You're like a straight looking dude. You in the street. You would not be into that faggot shit.
Me
How
too.
they'll try to
straight
right.
yeah.
But how the other boys look at it, like the social like people look at it like, oh, that's fake. Oh, them boys.
I had a situation like that. I was dealing with somebody who didn't know. Like I don't come and say, I work balls. You know what I'm saying? I just think that I'm gonna be me. and they
Don't be me.
heard about me walking bulls.
Uh-huh.
They heard about me walking bulls, and all of a sudden they thought that, and it was a person that was in the industry. So he was like, you involved in bulls and all that, and try to put themselves on a pedestal. But walking bulls is something I do that's extracurricular. My everyday life, I have a career.
He did say that. Rodney did say that's extra. He did tell me that.
I mean, I have a career. December, I have my master's degree, and you have an industry job. That's fine, but you could be let go from that, and then you're gonna have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people who think that you walk bulls, you are the typical boring person or the typical faggot, they are sadly mistaken. And shout out to Tim Milan. Me and Tim is working on something, a nonprofit. We're trying to bring some education into the ballroom scene. So that was me and him. We had a long talk. That was our reason for me joining the ballroom scene. From the door.
You've always been a positive person since I knew you from back in the day. No
since
shade.
you was my son.
Right.
So
now let's jump into that. Let's actually jump into
your son or your daughter?
Son, daughter.
Okay.
Daughter.
This is Vicky, so this is my daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Now,
daughter was your son.
Right. Now Eric dropped me. And I want to get. You know what? I'm going to get into that right now because I just felt like.
Why? What happened?
Foxy. And I'm going to jump into your kids.
No, wait. Why did he drop you though?
You know what? At that time, me and Eric. We had I was seeing I talked to Eric every day on the phone. I went another route. I think I got caught up in the ballroom too much. I'm not a ballroom kid. I just know I'm affiliated. I think I'm a fab spectate. And I just know all the fab girls. Right, favorite. And I think I started traveling. I started doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. I think that's what happened.
So
I really don't even really know. Eric never told me why he dropped me though.
Do you think in the future that y'all will be father and son or father and daughter?
You know what? I look at Eric as a godfather now. I think. Me and Eric having a relationship. I have his back. I think he had my back. And
Donald's
respect.
your father.
Yeah, Donald.
This is not about me though. It's about me. This is about Foxy and Eric. But I just want to touch bases on because I don't. You know what? I'm not gonna make it really hot, and I have something to say. I feel like Eric contradicted himself a little bit because Imani is his daughter, I think, and she's worse than me. And I feel like he dropped me, but that's his daughter.
So
I don't.
Can I get a response?
So let's get into that.
Okay. First of all, shout out to Donald.
Hi, Donald.
And I think that yesterday, I'm a different person today than I was yesterday. And when me and you were son and father, it was a different time in my life. I was probably like 22, maybe 23 at the time. And I would always tell you, Daquan, don't do this. And you would do the complete opposite. And I have to hear about you doing this and you doing that and putting yourself in certain situations that you knew that wasn't right for you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when a person becomes your child, they need to listen. They need to have respect. Anytime you do something other than what I'm telling you to do, when I'm telling you to do something in your best interest, it's disrespectful. So if you're not going to listen to me, then what's the need for me to be father? We might be friends. We might as well be friends.
Right.
And that was what the situation was.
But I had never got a call saying it's like it was never a call. I don't remember.
I think that when you was getting all the calls for you to stay over here and stay away from there and stay away from there, and those were the calls. You ignored all of the calls. So why I'm going to continue to call? And you can't, I'm a different type of person. I handle situations different. Now, today, I'm a whole different person. And Imani is somebody who, like you just said, she does this, she does that. But also, she has a good heart. And you can't, shout out to my daughter, I love you.
Imani
Mizrahi. So you can't, I learned, and you know what I'm saying, your situation was one of the things that taught me that you can't, if a person is your child, that's going to be your child forever. You got to take them
I was about to say that.
As is. You know what I'm saying? And that is why me and you to this day still have a relationship. I took you often. I give you advice. I give you advice on
the show, everything.
And I let you know that you actually have a gift of gab for doing this. I really think that you do a good job.
See, maybe I should do a reconciliation show.
No, this is always gonna be. This is always my father. At the end of the day, Godfather down. This is my father. Speaking of your kids. It was big. I'm gonna get a moment of silence. It was a big tragedy. I believe that one of your sons passed.
One of my sons passed away.
And I want to Charles. How did that affect you, Foxy? We could just touch base on something like a serious note. How did that really affect you as being? How did that affect?
That is I'm still dealing with it. I'm getting short. I don't even know.
Because we just saw him. And Charles is. If you knew Charles is a sweetheart.
Oh, he was
funny.
So
he make
funny.
you laugh.
Yes.
He was an Aries, I believe.
Yeah.
Like me.
Charles has been with me for about 7 or 8 years. Non-stop. To lose him, I feel like I lost a part of myself. You know what I mean? So
Shout out. Now, can you name all your other kids though, Foxy, besides?
There's Charles, there's Leon, Milan, Leona,
Leon, I love you.
Tyshawn.
Leona who, Milan?
Yeah.
That's your daughter?
Mm-hmm.
For real?
Yeah.
Foxy, shout out to Leon.
I love
I live
Leon.
for
And
her.
Tyshawn, I love you
Jay,
too.
Anthony, who's right there.
Which one is Anthony?
Who's up, Anthony?
Shout out to Anthony.
Justin, Susan Khan, everybody knows that.
She
Justin.
vote just like you.
Mm-hmm. Duty, Ebony.
We have a lot of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Eric, we're going to come back. No, I can go over 10. Right? Stop at 10. Okay, let me stop at 10. 'Cause I can't go